Lovely YouTube peoples. Yes, hi. Hi, hello. Hello. We're here. We made it. Has this cat moved so I can lean back? There she goes. Yay! I can have the whole chair now. Chantilly was in the chair and I was being nice and letting her stay. Mostly so she doesn't try to eat like the wheatgrass stuff I'm growing over here on the table. Don't even ask. Cat, leave the magnets alone. I know y'all hear that. Fuckery. You hear the fuckery. I'm telling you, the second I go to film something, man, that's what happens. She's taking off the magnets off the fridge and either pushing them under the fridge where they will never be retrieved again, outside of really gross maneuvers, or Rosie will tag team and pick up the magnets she's popped off the fridge and chew on them. Destroyed forever. We just had a hippopotamus. The whole rump was like ripped off. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my child, who actually cries over these magnets. Okay, so sad start to the video. Meep, 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 meep. You know how we do. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna see how far we can get into this video before we have more animals just sabotaging it. So today, what I wanted to do is a collective energy read with the same spread I've been using the last few videos for the beginning of February. I'm hoping, since January was 3 years long, February being a 28-day dealio, that it's like it'll go fast. It'll feel like it's just gone fast. It's not great when you're wishing away time, you know? Like, are you that hard up that you're trying to wish away time? Yes. Okay, that's a yes. Almost forgot. Can't talk to God without vagina rocks. So now we're ready. Now we're ready to talk to God. Jesus Christ? Hello, Jesus Christ. I need some input on the beginning of Febs. Can you give me some input on the beginning of Febs? Thank you, Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, can't promise that. Bye. It's a thing. It's actually my nephew that anytime we piss off my nephew who's 8 years old, he's like, I'm gonna call Jesus Christ. I'm like, I hope you do. I don't know if Jesus Christ takes collect calls, and I'm pretty sure you have to call collect because you don't pay your bills. Because you is 8. That was the most awkward shuffle ever. When I shuffle these cards off camera before I start doing this, I split them up into 4 groups so that tiny hands can handle it. Okay, so enough jaw jacking. But although everyone that watches this channel knows that's just the way of it. So let's go ahead and start. I would like to know the situation for the beginning of February. Energies for the beginning of February. What's the situation? Right, it flipped in here. What's the top card? Okay. King of Wands. He came out, but was it a private reading or was it like an actual? Here I am having a brain fart. It's a brain fart. I don't know. All my readings are running together. I don't know if it was a private reading or if it actually happened like on one of these videos. Doesn't matter. I have to quit trying to memorize cards. It's just not going to work. Okay. Situation is the King of Wands. I do want to see what it's crossed by before we even start. But the King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Should I take both? Yes. Fine. Okay. Right. So we have the Four of Swords in the reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse. The High Priestess did come up in the last reading, except she came up. Did she? I need to stop. My brain is not, it's not going to work. I need to stop. Okay, the guessing has to stop here. We're just saying, we're just going to agree with that. Okay, so I have the situation here and I have it crossed by these things. Okay, so just so you know, also the high priestess can be or is a Piscean energy. So we've got a fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, and we have a Pisces energy here. So the situation early February, it looks like there's some kind of predominant male energy. It doesn't have to be a male, but it's somebody with assertive energy, which typically is the masculine energy. Somebody here that's coming in strong. So I don't know who the Aries, Leo, Sag person could be. It doesn't even have to be Aries, Leo, or Sag. It's just somebody that's coming in with this forward moving energy here. Somebody who's pretty solid in their sense of self. They know like what they want. They know what they're trying to push. Like, this is the narrative. This is the agenda. These are like the rules, the expectations, the parameters. Hello, here I am. And it's being crossed by the Four of Swords in the reverse and the High Priestess in the reverse. Not necessarily the best, because this card, it's a bit of a conflicting energy. And I say this because this is a card where it's kind of like, you've thought about it enough, you've meditated on it enough, get out of your own head now. Like, get out of your own head and do something. But this is kind of signifying that you still haven't got the full picture, though. There's an element of this that is still hidden, that you don't have full awareness of. So it kind of, it's almost like jumping the gun a little bit, because the major arcana always, I was going to say trumps, but I don't mean it like, you can't even use like regular words that people's names, but this energy is larger than this energy. A major is larger than a minor energy. And so even though it kind of came out of the deck with this one first and this one clarifying, it's almost this sense of wanting to start things fast. It's like, nope, you know, this person is like, all right, let's go ahead, let's get started. I want to do this. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, but are these actions that you're like ready, like you're ready to jump out the gate running, but are these actions actually grounded in a higher place? I question that. Because this is definitely saying you're not seeing the consequences of your decisions. You're not seeing how this is going to play out yet. Like, you're coming in thinking, oh, I'm confident. I'm sitting on the throne. I'm in the power position here. Hello. It's me, though. It's me. Check me out. Well, my little salamander. Look, me and my little newt friend, we over here laying it down. Right? And this was also the card that we joked about back at Christmas, where it was like Billie Eilish rules the world because she's a reptilian. It's all a joke, okay? Good God, it's a joke, seriously. But yeah, this is, you know, hey, some male person that could be like on the throne, but trying to push the issue too fast to where they are missing not even the fine print. It's kind of like, you know, foolhardy. I know I've said that in the last, I feel like I say that a lot, but I swear to God, it's a feeling state. That and the word resilient, right? Let's see if I can get through this reading without saying the word resilient. Probably can't. It's okay. But that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like somebody's making a lot of really quick kind of decisions, and they're like, because I'm setting the tone, I know the show, this is going to be this. And yet, we didn't think good, long, and hard about it. We didn't kind of like check in with our higher selves about it. And so it's like, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Feels kind of like, I know I'm not like biblical, but like it feels kind of like one of those moments. I'm just being honest. That's what's coming to mind. So I just spit out what comes to mind. Okay. So let's see here. What's coming in towards us in the beginning of February that could perhaps be behind the scenes, but it's the unknown variable. The unknown variable that we don't see coming. The unknown, right? Unknown variable that we don't see coming. I'm already feeling like I want another card to come out, so that's why I did that. All right. Unknown variable that we don't see coming. Fuck you, tarot. Okay. Right. So we have here the very first card that came out. Look at all the swords in here that have already, this is the third swords card, and we literally only have 5, so like 60% is free. 9 of swords in the upright and the 7 of swords. So there's a lot of anxiety about this. Gotta say, a lot of anxiety about like something that feels like it could potentially be a nightmare scenario. And so we've got something that feels like, I'm having anxiety about this. I'm experiencing some worry about this. Maybe I'm doing some fear projecty shit about the future. Something over here has got me kind of worried. But it looks like even though whatever this anxiety is about could be, your anxiety could be bigger than what the actual issue is. Like, we're like, oh my God, and the chicken little, and it's like, maybe something's actually happening. This does suggest that something shady, shifty, deceptive is actually occurring, but we might be blowing it out to be bigger than what it is, or worrying about if we're not blowing it up to be bigger than it is, we're worrying about consequences that may not come to pass, So it's like worst case scenario, and it's like, well, yeah, it's shit, and you might end up reaping a consequence of like a 7, but not a 10. You know what I mean? Rosie, I know you're not eating cat candy out of that fucking litter box. Why are you licking your lips? Why are you licking your lips after I said that? Please don't! No! Take your cat candy gnashing ass and go nash, nash, nash yo poopapalooza elsewhere. 2,000 levers of space. I need them all 2,000. I'll start counting. I won't survive this. Can't tolerate it. She may or may not have just helped herself. Out of all the things on the buffet. And now the cat's coming in here. She ate my turn, Mama. She ate my turn. You know how long I spent making that? I'm tired of y'all. All right, so I want one more on this because, of course, I have to know. The unknown element. What is this? What is this shifty 7 of swords talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Because we got some deception coming in, and I'm a nosy bitch, okay? I got to plunder. I got to plunder. Jesus Christ, don't make me call you. I'll call you direct. All right. Come on. What is this? Okay. 7 of swords about. What is the 7 of swords? Oh, all right. Don't be cheeky. Don't be cheeky. 7 of swords. Right, so we have 2 cards that came out. The 8 of swords, more swords energy because we need more, like mental fuckery, right? Of course. Scramble it. And the star reversed, which is Aquarian energy. Now, we have been talking about to the most about the age of Aquarius. It is now the age of Aquarius. And this is actually like Aquarius time, too, like in the actual zodiac. Happy birthday, Aquarius babies. Hey, but that doesn't mean we want all these swords. I mean, we literally have the 7, 8, and 9 right here in a spread. But it goes 9, 7, 8. So it's not like there's like a chronology of it improving or a chronology of it worsening. It's not sequential. It's not sequential. So, but it does seem like whatever this deceptive energy entails, it does give the feeling of, 1, intentionally obfuscating the truth. I used a $3 word again. Intentionally scrambling people's perception. This deception is trying to do the whole what is it like? Is it the dog wagging the tail or the tail wagging the dog? You know, like they talk about like that conundrum of like, okay, we have the tail that's wagging the dog kind of thing. I might actually be confusing the matter by bringing that up, but that for some reason is popping up into my head, like, you know, wag the dog, not wag the tail, but wag the dog. That popped into my head. I'm just gonna say it out loud because it popped into my head. If you judge me, you can click out right now. Go. So. It and you have the moon up here. The moon to me is always, you know, here we go with that kind of like, ooh, secret by the night. And, you know, it just looks like that. Nighttime, 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 you know. This is actually kind of a nighttime as well, even though it's orange. But anyway, sleepy shit. There's just a lot of that kind of nighttime energy that's coming through here. I've said that before. That's what it feels like. But it's like intentionally causing confusion, intentionally causing some kind of mind fuckery, because we're already talking about that, intentionally trying to confuse the matter or overload people's circuits in a way where it's like they don't know right now which end is up. What exactly is happening? What should I do about this? How should I feel about this? What is going on now? Like, who's trying what? And this is like the land of conspiracy theory. That's how conspiracy theories are even born, because, you know, there's so many different storylines and plot lines, and people are just like, to who's it? And that, I mean, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's what it feels like. Connected to the star in reverse, it ultimately again feels like, number one, cover up those titties. Don't be catching a charge. This is saying roll them up, bag them up, put them away. Now is not the time. Now is not the time, Julia. Roll it up, seal it up. But there is a sense of, first of all, I get the sense of, just go with it, arrested development. Yes, that's coming through. I don't know if arrested development is coming through in pertaining to a person or pertaining to an ideology or like an intentional stunting. But that is something that I'm feeling. It feels kind of like a disallowing of healing, because healing is what creates harmony and unity. And so this is like an intentional, like, you know, stir up the shit pot again. Like, it feels like we're intentionally stirring the shit pot. I don't know how to like say analogies that are not like vulgar or crude. It's a personal problem. Yeah, I know, I'm aware. Totally aware. You don't have to say it. But there's also kind of this feeling with this shady thing of like corrupt innovation, because Aquarian energy is all about, you know, innovation, the new way. This is something that's new, and it's like, whoa, blow your mind, kind of like, wow, technology, look what it can do, you know, like all these things that technology is capable of. But with it being in the reverse, it's kind of like, has it been corrupted though? Which is, you know, a conspiracy theorist's favorite card to play in a hand, you know? So it's kind of like nanobots are wonderful if you can put them into your bloodstream and they go through your body and they fix all your ailments and take care of things at a very cellular level. It's like, yay, nanobots. Or you can program them to like wreak havoc, and it's like, you know, it is kind of like that AI thing, you know, artificial intelligence, where it's like, do we love robots because of how they can assist humanity and like free humans' hands to do other things? Or are we scared to death of robotics because it's kind of like, are they going to get smarter than us and like take over the world? And am I going to be like Will Smith, you know, like, am I going to have a Will Smith moment? You know, I hope not, right? But there almost feels like something along those lines, you know? But it's shady, it's behind the scenes, it's trying not to be noticed, It's something that's causing people to worry or have anxiety and be completely confused about something. And in a way, it's disrupting healing, it's disrupting positive progress. I'm not saying we're not progressing towards something. You can't really stop momentum, but it is stunting positive progress. Whatever this is. I don't know if any of y'all are like, that sounds like you're describing blank. I don't know. This is just what I'm looking at. Just gotta say. This is what I'm looking at. Let me beep, beep, beep one time. Reverse. Back that ass. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, top of the spread. This is our conscious awareness. So what's coming in for us? What's coming towards us that we have more of a conscious awareness of or a conscious grappling of? What's coming towards us? What's coming towards us? Okay. Page of Swords in the reverse. Pettycopter. Pettycopter up there flying. Everybody look. Oh, look. Pettycopter up there doing his thing. Oh, Pettycopter in full mode. That's what I feel from that card. We got gossip, we got storylines, we got some kind of sensationalism. And again, when you're trying to like seriously confuse people and send them on a wild goose chase, or you're gonna overload people with a bunch of material where it's like, haha, trying to tease apart fact from fiction now, classic misdirection stuff. And this is the feeling of, I don't want to say stuff that is like too sensationalist, but this is, like being stalked or creeped on, watched, listened to, observed. This is somebody with a fake account checking out everything you do. This is the Patriot Act 101. If the NSA can spy on people, like this is what this feels like. It is kind of like that. I got info, I got deets. So, and I probably got them from a corrupt, improper way. So there could be some kind of an espionage thing, some kind of a running of the gob, running your mouth when you don't need to be running your mouth, or not knowing what you don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about. You running your mouth. So that's kind of what the feeling of that. Oh, God. 3 cards do I take? Might as well take 3 cards, right? Because this reading isn't long enough at 23 minutes. Jesus Christ. So, let's just go ahead and talk about these, because a lot of these keep coming up too. So, Wheel of Fortune, thank goodness is in the upright. Pleasure to see you there, my dear. Now we got the Lovers in the upright. Nice to see that in the upright. And we've got her coming out again in the reverse again. Just had a reading where she did. Again, I said I wasn't going to reference other readings, and I'm a liar, huh? 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So when I'm seeing this, it feels like what's coming in, something that we need to be aware of. First of all, because we talk about signs, Page of Swords is an air energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It can also be, again, denoting somebody that's younger, or somebody more inexperienced, or somebody more underdeveloped. This is like rookie. You a rookie. You a new kid on the block. Go ahead and tell me how it's supposed to go, new kid on the block, running your mouth in your pettycopter. Like, go ahead and tell me. Go ahead. Like mansplain it, kind of a thing. That's like the feel I get of it. But the Wheel of Fortune is a Capricorn card. The Lovers is a Gemini card. Of course, Trump is a common player. Then the 9 of Pentacles, well, that's an earth sign. But I've talked before about the last reading I did Kamala card, which is why, all this stuff ends up coming up. I swear to God, I don't like even follow politics that hard. So I don't know why my brain keeps going to political things. It's a tired mindset that I need to drop. But at the same time, that's just what feels like it's moving and shaking right now. It keeps popping up into my brain. But regardless, we have like this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, like inexperienced type person that's coming in, running their gob a little bit. Don't really know exactly what they're talking about. It's not too clear. Whatever this is, it's karmic and it's fated and it has momentum behind it. There's nothing that's really stopping this. There's nothing that really can stop it. At this point, enough momentum has built up behind this movement that it's just going to steamroll its way in. So it's coming, it's happening, period. Unload the truck, put it out. There it is. It's here. The Lovers, because I don't feel romantic vibes from this at all, it could be like a trump card with it being a Gemini, but it can also be this feeling again of having to make a big decision, a big, almost night and day decision. Because you've got the two Lovers here, you've got the masculine energy and the feminine energy, and big decision. It's very clear that there's almost like this schism that's developing, this divisiveness, this schism, more polarization type of a feeling. Now, all of this, it doesn't say that it has to feel incredibly upsetting or incredibly bad or painful or anything. I think it's going to be something that causes anxiety, and it's going to be something that's just naturally confusing that we can't really even put our finger on per se, but I don't think it has to be something that's like, oh my God, it's the worst day ever. It's just more of the same is what it feels like. Very, very similar. These are majors, two majors that are coming in here, and a major coming in kind of like the unknown, but two majors that it's like we're going to be more pretty well aware of that. And these two cards, the two end caps here being reversals. We have the majors that are upright, and we have the minors that are in reverse. And honestly, just when I'm looking at this, we have like this big decision, or basically you almost have to declare yourself as going that way or going that way. It's almost like somebody's showing up being like, whose side are you on? You don't have the luxury to sit and watch, baby doll. You got to pick. It's kind of what this energy feels like. It feels like it's forcing your hand, forcing you to choose, forcing you to take a stance and commit to it. It's kind of what it's feeling. You don't have to choose A or B. You can choose to not choose. Not choosing, abstaining is still a choice. It's three choices, A, B, or abstain. But abstaining has its own consequences, just like A does, just like B does. So keep that in mind in your decision-making process. But whatever this is, as I said before, it's something that can probably leave us feeling in a wobble. We feel a little wobbly about it because, again, I got some anxiety about it. I can't clearly see what's going on or who's lying and who's telling the truth. It's just not clear. Maybe they're all fucking liars. And, I'm just confused. There's too much information. It's overwhelming. I feel like people are keeping things in the dark, and so I don't have a full idea of what I'm even trying to look at here. So how can I make a decision or sign up for something or something else if I'm not even completely sure exactly what's happening here? There's a sense of corruption with progress, corruption tied into progress here. You got somebody that's being a little petty or a little mouthy, or in a way where it's like not being helpful to communication at all, and it seems like immature, it seems like underdeveloped, it's rookie type feeling, and so it's something that inherently makes you be like but yet there is this momentum and power here, and a decision, a crossroads. Declare it. Declare who you are and what you stand for. And we're like, I don't even know what's going on. How am I supposed to make a decision? How am I supposed to figure out or pick something, or, like. And all of this centering on homeboy King of Wands right here. He might be somebody who started rolling this ball. Mr. I want to do everything and have it done yesterday, but I haven't thought about it enough to know exactly the consequences of the decisions I have put in place. Because it sounds good, because someone told me to do it, because. But did you actually look at it though? Did you see what it's going to do 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now? Do you realize? Did you check in that far in advance? I don't think you did. I don't think you did. I think you came in here and pulled a rush job on something. Is what I think. Okay. All right. Challenge position. Challenge for beginning of February. Challenge. What is the challenge for us? The beginning of February. What challenges are the beginning of February trying to bring? What challenges? All right. You know, you throwing them all at me. The beginning of February. What challenges? All right. Okay. Simple. One more. Because why not? All right. So we have 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the challenge here very clearly is we are trying really hard to get out of a lack mindset and to move into an abundance mindset. So we're trying to get over the fact that we feel like we've been shit on, we've been screwed, we got the bad end of the deal on that one. Like, it's this feeling of it was unfair and I didn't get what was owed to me, or, you know, that whole like it's not good enough kind of a feeling. So it's kind of like a chip on your shoulder, but it's like we're trying to get over that, you know. We're working to move into a more abundant mentality where we're kind of like, it be like that sometimes. Like abundant mentality where it's like, that's okay, we got the noise out in the ether, but I'm gonna just focus on me and I'm just gonna figure it out. You know, it's like that's kind of what is trying to happen. But yet again, here's more of this I'm not ready to make a decision energy. So we have consciously this big decision energy coming in that's big. Pick, declare it. Who are you? What do you stand for? Decide and stick to it, because we are on a divergent train here. It looks like new world, old world. It feels divergent. Or perhaps New World A and New World B. That could be as well. But there's something about it that just feels very new. And the challenge is, I don't feel ready. I don't feel like I can commit to a decision here. I don't clearly understand the parameters. Again, it's like, you know, here is like the inspiration is here and abundant. It's like I'm excited about this idea. I know what I want to do and I kind of want to jump through it. Like I just have to decide if I'm going to stay small or if I'm going to plunge out into the big wide world and just do it. And this is hesitancy. I'm not ready to plunge into the big wide world to do this shit. I'm not, man. I'm not. I'm not fixing to wait around here and get shit on by the birds neither. Not fixing to happen. It will flake out if you let it dry. Pro tip. Life hack. Right. So don't let that be a challenge. What to do with bird poop in my hair? Don't let that be a challenge. But I mean, I see us trying. Like people are trying. They're, you know, it's not. This isn't that heavy. The challenge energy actually isn't heavy. It's more what we're being faced with that we're like, huh? Like that feels like bigger and more daunting and more in your face than the challenge. The challenge is just kind of like, let me just get my bearings straight and figure out if I like how I want to handle this is more the challenge. So it's not like fatalistic. It's okay. It's okay. Universal guidance. Let's see. Universal guidance. What say you? Oh, okay. 1, 2. A third message, please. Third one, please. What say? No, you spilling them all over. Let's see here. Third message, please. Because I'm especially curious about this Page of Pentacles, actually, more so. The Page of Pentacles came out and the Devil came out in the reverse. And I'm actually more curious about the Page of Pentacles. So, universal guidance. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Okay. Did y'all like that oral fart? I need to see an ENT specialist. Alright. Six of Swords came out. I was doing the oral fart because this has come out as the universal guidance before. This one's a frequent flyer for us. So we over here we got this. Let me show it to y'all in YouTube land. Page of Pentacles. Hey y'all, I'm here. I got an idea. Pay attention to me. Teacher, call on me. I got an idea. And this is like, I did my therapy. I try real hard to fix myself. I'm not trying to be broken and busted and baggaged anymore. I'm trying to get over it. I swear to God, I'm trying to move on. Like, that's what I feel. Do y'all feel blessed and helped by that? Do you feel touched by the Spirit? So over here, Page of Pentacles, that's usually signifying an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Devil is Capricorn. Again, we're seeing Capricorn, both Capricornian majors popping up here. And two pages popping up here. So we have, yeah, 2 and 2. The pages I find interesting of note because anytime we see pages, we have communication and kind of this fledgling inspiration of the new. It's like, new. This is brand new. Communication. New. Let me whisper it in your ear. Here's an idea. I almost like whisper in your ear, tell me something that you need. Okay, like I gotta stop with this like really old school rap stuff because first of all, it shows my age. Second of all, it's just really embarrassing for Whitey McWhiterson to even like try to go into it. It's just like, please stop, please stop. Like you already cringed everybody out. Everybody already clicked out. Everybody went and washed their face and their hands after they clicked out because they're like, get it off, get it off. Sorry about it. But yeah, so I don't know if there is any kind of like earth sign player or perhaps a Capricorn player in here, but the universal guidance feeling does seem like, again, there's a sense of embrace the new. Advice towards, hey, listen, the new is coming. You don't have to be on your petticopter about it, circling up there in your petticopter. Whip, 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 whip. No, you don't have to. You could be on the ground, grassroots, putting 2 and 2 together and figuring it out. Plug and chug, plug and chug. And that's what I feel more about this. It's like, okay, we're having to embrace the new. The new is upon us, okay? It is very much so upon us. And so this is like, hey, you need to go in there and take you a bite out of this future because we have some untapped potentials here that we're going to need to start anchoring into the new world and making it so. Because, you know, it's great to have all these ideas, but they're just floating around. Nothing has anchored them in to where they can actually start manifesting in real ways. That's what we get to do. That's what we get to do. So it's suggesting that we consider whatever reality this is. This is a reality. This is a physical 3D thing. Anytime you're looking at pentacles, this isn't just an idea. An idea would be wands. It's not emotional. It's not cups. It's not a mental thing. It's not swords. This is 3D. 3D. This is your job, your money, your groceries. This is something tangible. And it's saying like this new tangible offer or idea that is coming in, it is suggesting that there's some consideration about it. This is in the upright, so I tend to think more positively about whatever this new might be. And for the Devil being in reverse, it also lends that this might be something that's trustworthy or something that's a bit more pure than what some of us cynics in the world might feel about it. But the devil in reverse is all about breaking the chains of the old. So it's like any kind of like ancestral trauma or like, generational curse or like, they joke around sometimes talking about like this idea of money being kind of like the Babylonian money curse. I don't know if anybody's heard about this shit. That might be a little bit too tin hat for y'all. I don't know. Hey, it's something. That's where my mind went. But it looks kind of like breaking the chains with whatever that old habitual karmic energy was that was holding you and keeping you trapped, keeping you chained and bound to it, bound to your ruler, the slave state type mentality. This is, I'm breaking the chains from that. This new way could be birthing the platform of which we can jump off and break the chains and move into something that's new, where we're not actually, the curse is kind of being broken, which this is positive, but it's also suggesting that we would have to be putting in the footwork to do that. It's not just like these curses ain't gonna break themselves, kids. Like, you gonna have to do it. And this is, a movement card. It could also signify actual travel or even international things like over a body of water, but it does, that's a very literal way to interpret this card. Travel over water. But this is bridged over troubled water. Hey, I kind of made the linkage in my head here. So we're going from something that's choppy, that gave us some grief, and we're headed towards the rainbow. Yeah. Gondola, take me away. Take me away, gondola. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a positive thing for the reading to kind of be like, what is happening? And then to like end in a rainbow, like literally end in a rainbow. I mean, this is the trippy tarot, so there are lots of rainbow colors in here, but hey, it's an actual rainbow. It's like, okay, I'm going to take myself out of this and I'm going to move into the new. Break these chains and move into the new. But that is what it's definitely telling us we need to do. So I don't know how you would want to personally apply that to your own life with whatever issues are plaguing you. Ooh, bad pun. Bad pun. Issues are plaguing you. Things thou shalt not speaketh in a pandemic. Oh, tasteless, Alma. Read the room. Tasteless. Sorry about it. Shit, called myself out right when I said it too. Hey. But that's what I'm seeing, y'all. That's what I'm seeing. It's been almost 43 minutes, so of course I could always keep pulling cards, but why? We got a rainbow. We got it ending in a rainbow. So the beginning of February, we are being told that no matter what kind of like anxious mess or confusion or potential corruption and petty or forcing an issue prematurely that we might come into contact with, do not be destabilized. Find the aspects of the new that you jive with, that you personally want 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Like, think long term. Break any personal chains in your brains that are holding you into something toxic or something old school that needs to change, and start heading towards that rainbow. That's what this is saying, man. Hey, that's what it's saying. If any of y'all, like I said, know any other storylines that could be applicable in any of this, because I don't watch the news, so I am always proclaiming ignorance on this channel. Maybe I should start watching news before I do stuff like this, but I also don't like being influenced, by like trying to make the cards fit something. I'd rather just read what I'm saying, and if y'all think it fits something, y'all tell me about it. It's the way I prefer it. Me and old, I'll give you one guess. One guess. Whoa, it's like crack. Yeah, Okay, I'll see y'all on the next one. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Might be a pick a pile. I think it's been a while since I've done a pick a pile, so that might be what's up next. No promises. Not gonna make a promise just in case. Y'all take care though. I appreciate y'all. I don't know why y'all come and hang out, but I'm glad you do. All right, take care.